What's up, guys? Today we are finally going to be putting upper control arms on this 2024 Tundra. I happened to get a pretty good deal on some Super Pro upper control arms during Black Friday, so those are what we're going to be putting on. Hopefully they're good. Here's what we've got here, just how they came in the box. I think these are some brake line brackets. Some instructions. Apparently you got to unbolt the ECU, get that out of the way so you can get the upper control arm bolt out. Airbox, blah blah blah. Yeah, so brake line bracket goes on just like that. So let's take a look here. First impressions are pretty good. These are beefy boys. I don't really like the blue, but you know, they are about the cheapest upper control arm that adds caster on the market that I found anyways. That wasn't I'm sure these are made in China, but they weren't you know, super cheap China brand ones. So yeah, there's that one. Apparently we gotta press these bushings out, grease them up with this supplied grease, and then slide it back together before we install it. Comes with cotter pins. Looks relatively good manufacturing. They are heavy, so we will get to installing these. First, we're gonna jack up the truck. We're gonna put some chocks behind the rear tires, jack her up, get the wheels off, get the hood popped, and then we'll go from there. So first, what we're going to do, disconnect the battery, disconnect the ground side. It's 10 mil. Take that off. Make sure it's not touching. There we go. And then we'll come over here. That 10 millimeter, undo this clamp here. A little looser here. There we go. I like to just pop this off here. See if I can figure out how to clip that guy. Well, that ain't wanting to come unclipped, so grab the old trim tool. Take a little rubber glove, put it over the intake, just to keep stuff from getting in there. Now, about time to clean that guy. Air box is out. Easy enough. Now, to get these connectors off this ECU, just push on this tab, pull like that. It's pretty self-explanatory. Push here. I'm sure there's a, oh, you can push on this too. Just like this, and that one, go like that. Oh, that's got some funky connector on it. However that comes apart. Probably something. Not sure. Let's take a look. So that you push out. Okay. There. So you just push out on those little tabs. Presto. Alright, so that's that. Now we'll need to take that bolt out right there. 10 mil. Let me zoom you back out here. So there's a 10 mil here, 10 mil here. Take those 3 bolts out, one here, and I think there's a bolt in the bottom too. So let's get to work taking that out. I'm gonna need power tools. Stand by. It does come right out. So we got the handy dandy trim tool again. Alright, there's the ECU engine control module. Let's set that right there. Now that upper control arm bolt, you can see right there, should slide out. Alright, so first things first, we're going to pull this cotter pin out of here. Safety pin, whatever they're calling these things these days. And then we're going to take this nut off for the upper control arm. Sorry, the lighting in here kind of sucks. See if I can't get a bit of that. How's that? There we go. Then, after we break this loose, we're going to come in here and pull the nut off, which is right there. We're also going to unbolt these brackets holding the ABS line on, and we're supporting the lower control arm with the jack, and we should be able to get this thing out of here. So nothing to it but to do it. I will say I've had this upper control arm bolt loose from when I did my lift, just because it needs to hang down farther, and it was binding up the bushings when I was doing the first lift, which was the Icon Stage 1, which was garbage. I have a video on that when I changed it to these iBox. I've got a couple thousand miles on these now, and these have been great. They handle awesome. They're not too stiff, not too soft. They're the Goldilocks, as Shock Surplus calls it. But I I like them. This is bang for your buck. Probably the best setup you can get because you can dial in your ride height right here. I actually lowered it down from stock so I could have a little bit lower in the front because I tow a lot. But yeah, it's been great. So, and this is it's not the, it's like, this clip just pops out like that. So it's not the 2R kit. It's the same coilover in the front as the 2R, but I don't have the reservoir shocks in the rear, which I might upgrade in the future. But who knows? It's pretty good right now. A little soft in the rear for towing. But daily driver status. Oh my god, why is that so tight? Here. That noise you hear in the background is my propane heater because it's freaking cold out here and I don't have my wood stove hooked up yet. That's off. But I am going to take the brake line off the thing. Grab my impact. I'll put that back out. Take this. Bada bing. That gives us. There's a rock stuck in there. That gives us a little bit of freedom with this brake line. Alright, next thing we'll take that loose. Alright. Alright, I like to leave that just with the nut on it still. We'll grab a hammer, give that a couple whacks, see what happens here. Bada bing. So that's it. It's 22 mil. There's the Super Pro control arm, and here is the stock one. So it appears, if I line up, it appears that it's hard to tell, but this ball joint is set back farther and it's in closer a little bit than the factory one, which will help you with caster, which is what we want. So what I got here is some soft aluminum jaws, so hopefully, hopefully we won't scratch them so they don't rust. And we're gonna tape these up a little bit. Dang tape. This tape sucks. Where is the damn? There it is. 3M. Oh man, see? I was gonna say this 3M tape is the shiznit. If you do any auto body painting and stuff, it's the only way to go. This blue painter's tape that you use, that you get at like Home Depot and stuff. It's about the only thing it's good for is painting your house. So we'll put this in here. We'll go ahead and lock that guy down. Cool. And we will be back. Zip tie out. That'll work. Alright. Here we will stock it. Ow. This is a 19mm socket, it just fits. You could use a slightly smaller one. Remove inner steel tubes and grease bushing internal diameter with supplied grease. Grease bushing face side before installation. 2. Basically, you need to grease both sides inside and out. Yummy. Do that. Yep. That will do ya. Oh, those press are easy. With the grease. Gotta put your grease in my hands. So that will do ya. Cool. That's the little change. Those go there and there. Now I'm going to put some grease on this bolt just to help with corrosion, because as you can see it's already kind of corroding. Ease installation. Stuff, but I'm sure any grease works. If you ride dirt bikes, you'll know that you always grease your axle through bolt. So I'm just putting a little on there to keep from corroding. So that's the worst. This guy here. Now we will install this. We'll get off the top real quick. Crystal bamboo. Cool. That is also a 19 mil. Very cool. I'm gonna angle this cotter pin hole so it's straight out to make it easier. Up the torque spec. Get some grease pumped in that bad boy. Get this bracket on. Alright, so it would appear ball joint bolt, 92 foot-pounds, big long one, 137 I believe. So, let me grab my handy dandy Harbor Freight torque wrench. Don't make fun of me. I only use this on stuff that doesn't really matter. It's also very hard to read. Oh. 92. Now, let's do this. So I'll go a little more. Little more. There we go. Alright. Kind of like this clip that it comes with, so I'm just going to use the clip. So, do that. I'm going to park that. Alright. What I can't do is put a wrench here. And I will torque it from the top. Alright. But first, I'm going to put some load on it. Oh yeah. I'll show you up here. So, you can get a torque wrench on it right there. Not bad. There's that. Now, can we get the other side wrench? Here. Come on out. There we go. Cool. Now, let's bolt this brake line back up. Now, let's see. Alright, that's there. That's there. Let's just keep these tight and tight. So here it is. Super Pro installed. Now we'll go back up top. So I've got our ECU here. Go ahead and get this thing fished on down anyhow. Grab our bolts. Cool. All right, so there you have it. That's back together. I'll see the driver's side. It's probably the harder side, but yeah, I'll go ahead and get the wheel thrown back on this side. Get that greased up. Make sure nothing's rubbing. No, it's all good. We're all good there. So get her greased up. And we'll go ahead and do the passenger side, which I'm not going to film this side because it's pretty much the same except easier. I am going to pull the airbox out, and then there's no ECU to pull out. So basically that's all you'll do. And yeah, presto changeo. Not that hard of a job. It says 4 hours, 2 hours aside, probably maybe 2.5 on the driver's side because it's got that ECU. But honestly, it's probably more like 35 minutes aside, maybe an hour aside. So you could probably do this in 2 hours if you're fairly proficient with tools and have a wider range. You need a torque wrench, basic millimetric sockets, 10 mil, 12, 13, or even a 1/2 inch for that top nut on the new control arm. You need a set of pretty tall jack stands, a jack, and some common sense, and you can get her done. So. So, there you have it. Super Pro upper control arms installed. It took quite a bit of grease to fill up the boots. I'm gonna say probably 10 pumps with the standard, you know, hand pump and grease gun. But yeah, so we will get that thing aligned in the next day or two. Well, you can tell. Look at that front wheel. It's sucked it back quite a bit. Needs a oh, they're both bad. So yeah, we need an alignment. They're canted in, and I can tell it brought it back because my tires no longer rub the front inner fender here. So thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. But I'm not a professional, so do this at your own risk. Adios.